What's cracking with y'all? It's your boy Prince the Hustle God, aka Wise the Warlock, aka Michelangelo the Madman, and we reaching in our combat tool bag one more again. Yes, sir, it's a cool black affair. Shout out to the mighty ldbc. ldbc or nothing, ldbc only, ldbc everywhere, ldbc versus everybody. You know how we rocking. Do me a favor, family, like, subscribe, share, comment, and follow everything. LDBC, TWT, Simple Truth Network, uh, Trilitary. Also, I don't got my normal setup, so my intro is going to be a little rugged. Yes, but also support my OGs. OG Loco, that's Carno Loco Sports TV. OG K Hope, that's Black Fight Fan TV. And the OG, the motherfucking General, 7-8 Sports TV. Also, check out my other two channels, HFO Church Acting Right TV. We got some big things coming there. And support my brothers. Check out shopusualsuspect6.com, shopusualsuspect6.com. Support each individual usual suspect, 1 through 6, and actually usual suspect 7, Cono Loco as well. But they have something to your liking, whether it's their joint projects with their affiliates, whether it's their own creations or joint creations for Team Usual Suspects. So shopusualsuspect6.com. Support them. Subscribe to Supreme Beats and Supreme Beats After Hours. And also support my little brother. Check him out now for Sun God. You'll hear background music. Not yes. Shop usualsuspect6.com, shopusualsuspect6.com. Get you some combat tool bag merch. We got warm weather gear, we got cool weather gear. Get you some merchandise. You'll love it. We got everything you might think of, from hats to combat tool bags to shoes, shorts, leggings, sweats, hoodies, anything you could think of, we got it. Shopusualsuspect6.com. Get you some combat tool bag gear. Way number 2, on Amazon.com is the Hustle God series. Is an entry-level financial literacy book series. And you'll find Hustle God's Linguistics of Money, Hustle God Afro Gold, Daily Golden Mind Molding, Hustle God, that's Hustle God Masterpiece, Daily Golden Mind Molding, Hustle God Afro Gold Part 1, and Hustle God Art of the Hustle. Excuse me, guys. Again, I don't have my normal setup. I'm visiting family, so I don't have my card, my cheat sheet in front of me. But again, that's on Amazon.com. The Hustle Guys series. It's a 4-book series on entry-level financial literacy. And please do support Mike Biggs Boxing Family. Welcome. It is the Boxing Breakdown, and we just getting started. I'm just here getting through some housekeeping items. Let me rent you up, family, and welcome. If I knew how, I would just drop the link for you to join. But I don't know what I'm doing on that accord. But the third and final way to support the channel is you can sponsor creator athlete by diving in or donating to the Cash App. It doesn't have to be now, anytime, anything. It all goes a long way. That's the Cashtag is #HustleGodInc, #HustleGodInc. All 3 ways to support the channel are in the description. So feel free to peruse through the links that I have posted in the description. That said, we are through the housekeeping items. Welcome. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Definitely dive in the chat. It's a conversation here, but we have a lot of things to discuss on the agenda for today, just to prepare us, get us our boxing juices flowing and our energy up for this amazing night of boxing that we do have. So we're going to dive right in and keep it short and sweet and to the point. There is no guest for today, so we will be less than 45 minutes. But yes, welcome everybody. Appreciate everybody stopping by and tapping in with your boy. It's all love. So tonight we have the Amanda Serrano card. Amanda Serrano versus Erica Cruz. That is for Undisputed. Also on that card, we have Baumgartner versus Nicolette, also for undisputed, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, and Richardson Hitchens is also fighting on this card. So we have an explosive, a dynamic night of fights to look forward to. Very technical night of fights to look forward to with aforementioned names. Seeing as Baumgartner is a slickster and trained by Tony Harrison and formerly trained by Tony Harrison's father, so high IQ boxer with some pop. Amanda Serrano, high IQ boxer, multiple time champion. You all know how obsessed I am over Amanda Serrano. And then also you got Hitchinson, who's phenomenal. Richardson Hitchens is a phenomenal East Coast slickster of Haitian descent, native New Yorker, 140-pounder, very, very good at what he does. Cuzzo, Big Blue, what's smacking with you, loco? D-Man Jr., appreciate you stopping by, family. Appreciate your support. You know it. You know I do. And much love, much love. Thank you for stopping by. So I'm just giving people a taste of what we have to expect for tonight. Just again on a reminder, Amanda Serrano chasing undisputed, as well as Alicia Baumgartner, I believe, chasing undisputed in this fight. And we have Richardson Hitchens fighting on a major platform. So he isn't co-main event, but it'll be just before the co-main event, which is probably is the most spotlight we've seen him get thus far. That said, that's just for tonight's night of boxing, and I will go into that. But what to expect as other talking points. Since it is a ladies' night, we got to discuss Natasha Jonas versus Clarissa Shields, or Clarissa Shields versus Natasha Jonas, the GWOATs. Battle of sexiness right here, battle of beautiful black women and greatness. So we got to discuss that at some point. Also, what's next for Navarrete coming off of his performance last night? What's next for Arnold Barboza coming off of his performance? We have Farmer Bay finally happening after I urged people to support the first announcement of this fight, as well as the second, just for them to fall through on both accords. But now they're with BLK Prime. Maybe BLK does something different. So we have that on the docket as well. And then Rougarou exposing some hoes online. And we have Keyshawn finally responding to Kid Austin. And then Ammo Williams with a picture posted that I would say is disturbing only because of the timing. But that said, let's get on busy. Let's get busy with it. So I'm gonna save Amanda Serrano her card for last, seeing as that's the most important thing, and that's the build up for why we're here. So that said, we'll start with light work, and that's with Keyshawn Davis finally responding to Kid Austin. Do we get a fight this year? Just to refresh people's minds on or memories on what's going on. Basically, Kid Austin. Oh, excuse me. Just do boxing. What's cracking with you, Cuzzo? Appreciate you stopping by. Much love. You all know, everyone knows, all of the love is reciprocal. But I appreciate y'all stopping by and supporting me. Just doing my pre-fight show here in Boxing Weekly and the Boxing Breakdown episode 10. But yeah, that said, so Kid Austin has been calling out Keyshawn Davis, has been mentioning a lot of top names such as Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney. It's all there. He doesn't tweet and delete. That's probably the wrong terminology for Instagram, but it's all on his Instagram. As long as I've been following him in his development, though he's not heavy in his amount of fights. He's been mentioning names, and some people would say, hey, it's clout chasing. I feel it's clout chasing only if you don't live up to the trash talk, or clout chasing if you're speaking people's name and running away and hiding your hands, throwing rocks and hiding your hands, or attempting to draw attention to yourself and refusing to fight, i.e. what Ryan Garcia does. You know, we can all agree that Ryan Garcia does that flawless mentality. Dr. Mark, what's good with you, family? Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you um, coming through and supporting. It is the Boxing Breakdown, aka Boxing Weekly, episode 10. Thank you again for stopping by. But yeah, so it's gotten a little more than just calling out the big names. He started to hone in on Keyshawn Davis, seeing as they had a similar amount of fights, seeing as they had a similar position um, in ranking, if you will, seeing as they weren't at least in their coming up top 10 fighters yet. They were still barely prospects. They were just trying to get their feet wet. And Kid Austin has been saying Keyshawn's name as he was accruing more wins and over similar level opponents. So now we finally have, after Kid Austin has a fight, basically his biggest um, time or biggest moment under the lights after he signed with Oscar De La Hoya. So people can't act like they don't know who he is. He has hundreds of thousands of followers, and he fought on a televised fight. So they can't act like they didn't see what occurred. And Keyshawn sees him fight and sees him under the lights and sees him go 10 rounds, which is more rounds than we've ever seen Keyshawn fight, but sees him go 10 rounds with a experienced fighter and begins to talk trash. But in that trash talk, he does essentially beg for a fight that he wasn't responsive to at all when Kid Austin has been calling him out. So do we get a fight is the question. Do we get a fight this year? That's the question I pose regarding that. I'm more of a Kid Austin fan than I am a Keyshawn Davis fan, but I have a high amount of respect for their boxing and ring IQ, their intelligence in the ring, in those four corners. As far as character and integrity, I'm more so drawn to the likes of a Kid Austin. But I think they would make an exciting fight, a dynamic fight, both of them together. But that said, moving on. So Emma Williams, he posted a picture. And mind you, Emma Williams is younger than me. So my first reaction was, nigga, please. Like, what the fuck is you want? And basically Indian garb, Native American, whatever you like to say it, a headdress with feathers and all of that. And he captioned it Cherokee and Blackfoot. And the timing, I mean, and nothing more. Cherokee and Blackfoot and nothing more. And besides like 100 or him saying he likes that or whatever. But he posts that on Black History Month, of all months to post it, when Native American Heritage Month, I believe, is either next month or last month. So it's kind of strange timing. But why did this catch me off guard? Why am I on some nigga please or what the fuck is you on? Because I have some Blackfoot in me. I have some Mohican in me. All you have to do is see my dad and my granddad, and that's what it is. But I'm not trying to prove any Native American affiliation. I'm a nigga. I'm black. You feel me? Like, I'm blacker than black. But from appearance sake, Emma Williams is black as fuck, and he's blacker than me. He's Wesley Snipes black. That nigga is nigga black. You feel me? Why is that important is because on Black History Month, he posts Blackfoot, which is a native tribe, and posts Cherokee and is in Native American dress. He doesn't reference Black indigenous people who are native to this land, who were born here. It's not that as a caption. It's not Cherokee, Blackfoot, and African. It's not that. It's just expressing or uplifting the Native American side of you at the worst timing. We have the shortest month appreciating Black or African American or the Black diaspora or African diaspora at that. And it's almost like he always wants to be outside of the box. He takes pride in being different. That's, if you know Ammo Williams, that's something he says in his interviews. So I get you want to come out to Pink Floyd and wear rocker shirts and not be coming out the little baby like everybody else. I get it. That's not you. I respect that you're you. You want to be an Andre 3000 nigga. But there's a point to where being different or wanting to be different, it starts to raise people's eyebrows and make their ears jump and kind of make you look, it makes you look a little coonish. It makes me question your blackness, because I have never heard Ammo Williams embrace or state anything about his pride in being of the African diaspora. Yet I've heard Ammo Williams speak about his pride, and I saw him speak about his pride and his Native American connection on Black History Month. So I like this to be more of a teachable moment because I like Ammo Williams, but how do I make this teachable is Ammo. As a young Black man, there's no way around that. The world sees you as a young Black man because you're blacker than Black. And in that, find time to study and learn how to love the Black side of you, so that on Black History Month next year, you're not posting about Native Americans or Indians during Black History Month. Just you have a connection there. You may have that in your blood. You may have done the genealogy, but celebrate your timing, your Native American time on your Native American month. That's my opinion on the post that he gave. I don't want to harp too much longer on it, seeing as we do have a lot of points, but real quick, right, a lot of us have Blackfoot and Geechee Indian, but we are all Black Americans. D-Man Jr., D-Lo, Big Blue, thank you, Cuzzo, thank you. It's like I've run into a lot more Black people that have Blackfoot in them than any other race that I know that claims to have Indian in them. If I meet a white person or any other race that claims to be Indian, or I have Cherokee in me, or I have Tomahawk in me, you don't hear a lot of Blackfoot, but you hear Blackfoot in Black people. You hear Mohican in Black people. You hear these other tribes in Black people, but you also see a conglomerate of Black people taking pride in their African side. And another way to make this a teachable moment for Ammo is Native Americans were some of the last, though they weren't the majority owners of slaves, they were some of the last people to want to relinquish or obey the law when slavery was abolished. Slavery was abolished. So when you are celebrating the Native American side of yourself during Black History Month, it makes you look a little sus, because they were essentially the last owners of slaves in this country. So are you on the slave owner side, Sambo, Coon, hint, hint, or are you on the side of your Blackness, which clearly is the predominant gene in your blood? But I ain't trying to get too on no other shit. This is a boxing channel, family. So that said, we're going to move on ahead. Ammo Williams, do a little bit more homework than what you like to see inside your genealogy. But moving forward, it's all love, family. I still got love for you. I love the Texas style, that lean on you, a young fighter coming up aggressive. I love that. But you have to embrace and find what's beautiful and what to love, what there is to love in yourself via being a connection of the African diaspora. Rougarou exposing Tiho and Ramirez. So I know y'all seen the damn post. I know y'all seen it. I've seen a lot of y'all liked it, you know what I'm saying? Because I follow the family. So Rougarou on that ass, tell the truth. Tell the truth. You know, is you lying, homie? Is you lying? You know what I'm saying? Ramirez swore he wasn't fighting Comey. You got Ellie's dick sucking Sekback up there talking about don't believe everything you hear on the internet, as if it don't get deeper than being a boxing insider, than being a former champion for the WBC and someone who's currently fighting on televised fights. But he's saying don't believe everything you hear on the internet to Regis Prograis. Like, huh? Boy, you are a blogger compared to him. Not even a media person who deserves press credentials at press row. You have to ask for that. You have to request that, no matter how big you get. ES News, Ellie Seckback. But to call the man, but to say, don't believe everything you hear on the internet to motherfucking Regis Prograde, like, who are you talking to? Cuz, like, what's wrong with you? Like, you really starting to smell yourself. But he's on the live with Ramirez, who's swearing, and Ellie Seckback co-signing. They're not fighting Comey next, right? And then we get at the end of that a post of motherfucking the poster of Ramirez versus Comey. And even before that, on the card that had Brian Norman fighting on it, that I didn't get a chance to report about, but it was a top rank card. I think it was a Janibek card, but the card that had Brian Norman on it, Mark Kriegel even said the Comey and Ramirez fight, he shitted on that fight on the live broadcast. He said, I'm not going crazy for fights like that anymore. Quote, like those are his words verbatim. If not, I'm not going to fights like that anymore. He said, I'm not going crazy for fights like that anymore, or I'm not going to fights like that anymore, were his own words. Mark Kriegel, a top rank representative or a top rank broadcaster. So we already knew that they were fighting then, but you had live of them going back and forth and him exposing them. He also had a live on them exposing Teofimo Lopez and his father with their claiming that they would fight Regis Prograis, and they wanted to fight Regis Prograis, and then showing the actual video of it, and then Regis Prograis applying pressure, and then we got video footage of him wrapping it up with his dad and Tio both saying there ain't no money in that fight. So Regis, aka Rougarou, the boy is on his demon time, and he on their ass. He really on some shit where it's like, anybody who really want the smoke can get it. Now, he better keep that same energy whenever it comes time to unify, because Subriel Matias and Ponce, that's another episode, but they fighting soon, and that's February, you know what I mean? And we're going to get a champion and Matias, giving everything go right, knock on wood. So we'll have Matias and Regis Prograis to look forward to, and maybe not at the end of the year, but maybe the top of next year. Who knows? But I ain't trying to get too ahead of myself. This topic is about Rougarou having his foot on these niggas' necks. He's like, y'all motherfuckers is bitches. I smell pussy. Is that you, Jose? I smell pussy. Is that you, T-Ho? You feel me? But moving on, family. Moving on. So we have Farmer versus Bay. Finally, question mark, because Farmer versus Bay is a fight that I was excuse me. I was behind. I was championing, and I'm sure a lot of you were behind it championing, because we're family here, and we know that since Bay went up on Trill, Black Fight Fan, Trill Talk, Trill Boxing Talk, excuse me. I just got done working out, y'all. I ain't punch drunk or no shit like that. It's just when you work out, your brain get fatigued too. But Trill Boxing Talk, Mickey Bay was up there, and OG, the Queen, 7-8, they dug into the past, and it was beautiful to hear essentially that he has his independence now, and that he's stepping out now, and he told us then that he wanted to go out with big fights and go out on his Black Fight Fan is the person, and Trill Boxing Talk is just the platform, you feel me? So I just wanted to give actual on record credit to the platform and also the people on the panel. So Black Fight Fan, Queen CC, and 7-8 on Trill Boxing Talk. But appreciate it, bro, because you know how it be whenever you get done working out and you have that fatigued brain, be thinking over here like half my brain is missing. But no, Bay, I'm spending a little too much time on the discretionary part of the thing. But basically, Bay and Farmer were supposed to be on their own doing this, producing this on their own, and for Farmer, this is a good comeback fight because he hasn't fought on a televised level, a mainstream level, and we haven't seen him back to himself since losing to Jojo Diaz. And then Bay, we haven't seen him in a fight since Kambosos, if I'm not mistaken. So to see people who've had difficult backing scenarios, because TMT isn't a consistent or a reliable source as a promotional platform or as handlers, and dazn is very inconsistent in that manner when it comes to names that are not heavy hitters, such as a Tevin Farmer. So, yeah, thank you, bro. See, I thought so, D-Man. So that said, to see them go out on their own the first time they announced it, I was ecstatic. I was like, okay, we're going to see these guys prosper on their own and win in these streets. You feel me? Two black men winning in these streets, East Coast versus West Coast. You know what I'm saying? We getting Tupac versus Biggie out this motherfucker, a knockoff version. But you know what I mean? It's East Coast versus West Coast. So you get it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody off of Death Row versus somebody from Bad Boy. You feel me? So I was excited about it, but then they played us. I think it was supposed to be in like Saudi Arabia the first time. Played us. Second time, fell through again. And then the third time, you know, now we got BLK Prime. Is BLK able to do it? Is BLK some magic in this motherfucker? Is BLK actually gonna be the new DAZN? You know, so I'm happy that we actually got a date on that shit. You know, like Gotti said, you know, put a name on it. You know what I'm saying? Put a date on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I'm happy to hear that Farmer and them are getting a third chance. Third time's a charm. It's a saying for a reason. So we're hoping, fingers crossed, toes crossed, motherfucking butt cheeks crossed. Let's get this fight made, please. And at this point, I don't even care who wins. Like, I don't even have the energy to care about who wins in this fight. I just want them both to win by having this fight. And regardless, it'll give Farmer, because they both win, it'll give Farmer the televised platform and the audience familiarity, the what have you done for me lately, based off his performance, another opportunity for a televised fight. So he's back in the mix. Maybe not ranking wise, but he's back in the mix in televised fights. And then Bay, you know, if he wins or loses in a great way, he's still fighting on a televised card, and that's one of his 3 final fights. It wasn't based on win, lose, or draw with Mickey Bay. It was just about him getting his last fights in. D-Man Jr. says Truck he's to his fight was canceled that night as well. Yo, you're so right. Truck, damn, man. I'm glad you gave me the reminder. Truck been down bad since he fought on like he was supposed to fight on that card, but before that he fought on Devin Haney's card. And when he fought on one of the Devin Haney cards, I don't think it was the Kambosos, I think it was before Kambosos. And Tank said some shit where it's like, essentially, you over there now. And we ain't seen him fight since. So I don't know if he on some whole shit where he don't want, you know what I'm saying, PBC and Calvin doing business with him or giving him no opportunities, and that's why he's struggling. But you're absolutely right. We need to see Truck again out here soon, but that's a topic for another day. I'm going to write that shit down because we definitely got to address that. Thank you for that, D-Man. But just putting a button on that, do we finally get Farmer versus Bay? And I'm praying we do. So fingers crossed. Next, and we almost to the main card, y'all. Next, what's next for Navarrete? And what's next for Arnold Barboza? So, that's my question. I don't got shit on it. I don't really care about neither one of them fighters because they can't beat none of the the best black fighters near or around a division. So fuck them both. That's how I feel. Just to be short and sweet on that shit. Fuck it. Fuck them both. Natasha Jonas versus Clarissa Shields. Moving on. Yeah. Oh yeah. So Natasha Jonas versus Clarissa Shields. Two of the most beautiful women in the game. You know, I mean, if there was a 3-way, we would have Clarissa Shields, Natasha Jonas, and baby Hannah Gabriel up in that motherfucker. And then they don't even got to fight. I just want to see them 3 together, just just together. But but yes, we have Natasha Jonas versus Clarissa Shields, and a unified champion in Natasha Jonas. I'm not sure if she's undisputed. She may be, but I don't think she's undisputed. She's unified, definitely. And she was scared to kind of call Clarissa Shields out the last fight. She even said her own words, I'm kind of scared to call Clarissa out because she gets offended, but you want to fight this girl, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, D-man, yeah, my load, you know what I'm saying? The cakes and the cakes when they training, the cakes at the weigh-in, just the cakes everywhere. The cakes, Baumgartner showed us they can show the cakes when they fighting. But but no, like they're and some of the just most beautiful spirits in the game, like the female Muhammad Ali, the confidence of the GOAT and her natural beauty, Hannah Gabriel's sense of reservation or her reservedness and composure, Natasha Jonas, just a pretty bitch. But excuse me, I don't want to get too distracted. That per print and everything. Let me stop. Hey man, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to get. We trying to uplift the women. We ain't trying to objectify them. What you doing, man? You focused on the wrong shit, cuzzo. You focused on the wrong shit, man. Keep me focused, man. Keep me focused. So, yes, Natasha Jonas versus Clarissa Shields. Natasha Jonas, again, she said she was a little scared to call out Clarissa Shields because she gets offended by when people speak. And hey, if you calling my name out, I should be offended because we about to fight. But that doesn't mean you should be scared to call me out. That raises questions. And we know Clarissa Shields is short as Natasha Jonas's shots are, is as good as her, as consistent as her combinations are under fire. Nobody is fucking with Clarissa Shields, period. So she don't stand a chance against Clarissa. Sadly, she just don't. And Clarissa's going to beat the dog shit out of her. I just hope, like, what's her name said about Tommy Fury, like the Queen Amanda Serrano said about Tommy Fury, I'm gonna say to Clarissa about Natasha Jonas, please don't mess up her face too bad, because that's a pretty bitch right there, you know what I'm saying? That's a pretty bitch, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, just don't give her the UK eye, you know what I'm saying? She got hazel eyes, you feel me? Don't do her like that. But yeah, that'll be a hell of a fight. That'll be another division for Clarissa Shields to claim some more titles. So the GOAT will prevail, and America will go over to the UK, or UK will come over to America. Either way, US is stepping on shit, as we know we always do. So moving on to this card, we got Amanda Serrano versus Erica Cruz, and we got Baumgartner versus Nicolette. And these are our last two topics. You know, we like to keep it under 45 minutes for our Dolo shows. So let's talk about, you know what I'm saying? Well, before I get there, Richardson Hitchens, real quick. Richardson Hitchens is on this card. Do not miss his fight. He should be fighting just before Baumgartner. And he, if I'm to compare him to anyone, his range control, his footwork, his lateral movement, his counters, his follow-up ability, he is literally like East Coast Devin Haney. So if I wanted to say the knockoff Death Row versus Bad Boy was Farmer and Bay, the actual Biggie versus Tupac would be, in my opinion, for slick boxer style, slick boxer mover style, East Coast versus West Coast is Hitchinson versus Devin Haney at 140. That is the slick. That is the boxing exhibition that we need to see. And then you got East Coast versus East Coast with I would like to see Tank and Shakur, because I just refuse. I mean, I think that Tank is refusing to fight Devin. So I've given up on that fight. But Serrano and Elisa messed some shit up tonight. Gonna mess some shit up. Cuzzo, of course. And again, thank you for keeping me on par with that. So getting into the actual breakdown of the fight, both of them, if I'm keeping it a buck, both of them are fighting two title holders. They're not fighting champions, in my opinion. I could be wrong. It is an opinion, but both of them are fighting 2 title holders, but that are not champions, because I would say they're both coming off of tougher opponents. Literally, Katie Taylor was a tougher opponent than who she's fighting currently, and Michaela Mayer was a tougher opponent than who she's fighting currently. Both of them are going to step on some shit tonight. Expect flawless performances. Flawless is a stretch. Expect spectacular performances. This will be a showcase fight for both Amanda Serrano as well as Alicia Baumgartner. You can't swim without getting wet, and you can't fight without getting touched. So there will be moments that these girls are landing punches on our girls. But Amanda Serrano, Baumgartner, they coming to step on some shit heavy, major stepping tonight. So I gotta say that one more time, like big bro Cadillac Red stepping on some shit heavy. So again, that said, y'all, those are the topics for today. Just a quick boxing breakdown, a quick boxing weekly for you guys. Please enjoy the fights. Next week I will have a special guest co-host. Just so you guys know, I did have a guest this week as well as last week. I just fucked up on a time zone. So instead of just saying, hey, we're going on in an hour, I said like, hey, like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, but assuming that my guest was in my time zone. So, I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is flawed. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It be like that sometimes. So y'all was just stuck with me these past 2, but next time there will be a guest, gonna put they foots in the shit. Yes, bro. Yes. Literally. So I know who y'all got, and y'all know who I got. Baumgartner doing some bomb shit, and Amanda Serrano, she is the real deal. So she gonna put on a real ass exhibition. But that said, I love y'all. My Loke, appreciate you sticking around. Everybody who stopped by, appreciate y'all coming through and fucking with me. Again, I don't have my normal setup. I'm not at home right now, hence why there ain't no instrumental in the background, or I ain't got my clean cheat sheet. But there are 3 ways to support the channel, family. 3 ways to support the channel. 1, combat tool bag merch. You can go to shopusualsuspect6.com, shopusualsuspect6.com. Right on time. Right on motherfucking time. Motherfucking odd fella. Salute, family. Salute, big bro. That is the mad scientist right there behind the combat tool bag gear and all of the usual suspect gear. This man is literally a genius, and that's not an overstatement or an understatement. King Oddfella, he really is a mastermind. But a family, I'm just big Cuzzo, Big Blue, my Loke, welcome down Ram. Appreciate you coming through, Cuzzo. But y'all, I'm just wrapping up the show, getting through some housekeeping items. Feel free to take it back to the top. Please do. It's replay friendly. It's less than 45 minutes. I'm literally just giving my self-sponsor links, if you will, and then jumping off. But I appreciate y'all coming through. Don't cut out on me. Go back to the top. It's a hell of a live. It's something nice. You feel me? But again, first way to support the channel, shopusualsuspect6.com, shopusualsuspect6.com. Get you some combat tool bag gear. We got cool weather gear. We got warm weather gear. I mean, we got hoodies, t-shirts, leggings, sweats, shorts, combat tool bags, and shoes. Anything you could think of, we got it. shopusualsuspect6.com, shopusualsuspect6.com. Way number 2 is Amazon.com. We have Hustle God series, a 4-book series on entry-level financial literacy. Please support. You'll find up there Hustle God's Linguistics of Money, Hustle God Daily Gold and Mind Molding, Hustle God Afro Gold Part 1, and Hustle God Art of the Hustle. Available on Amazon.com. The link is in the description as well. And the third and final way to support the channel is you can sponsor a creator, athlete, or athlete creator by diving in the Cash App or donating to the Cash App anytime. Doesn't have to be now. Anything goes a long way, big or small. It helps with the progression of my career as well as the content that'll be produced on this channel. That is the Cashtag, #HustleGodInc. money sign, Hustle God Inc. Do me a favor, family. Like, subscribe, follow, everything. LDBC, TWT, Trilitary, Simple Truth Network. Support my OGs, OG Loco. Support my OG K-Hope, that's Black Fight Fan TV, the motherfucking General, 7-8 Sports TV, and support my brothers, the usual suspect, shopusualsuspect6.com, shopusualsuspect6.com. As I said, the mad scientist has something to your liking, whether it's under 503's catalog, whether it's under The Good Doctor or Act Reacher or Supreme Beast, whether it's under his own, Cadillac Red, or whether it's under his own moniker, under Oddfella in his collection. He has something to your liking. shopusualsuspect6.com, shopusualsuspect6.com. Again, the link is in the description. Love y'all. And until next week, you've successfully reached in your combat tool bag. This was Boxing Weekly, aka the Boxing Breakdown, episode 10. Deuces, family.